So hello guys, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to show you how to install custom ROM, custom kernel and Magisk modules in your phone. So my device is Redmi Note 7s. Redmi Note 7 and Redmi Note 7s are the same, just the camera difference. However, my one is Indian variant and this is my first voiceover, so if I do any mistakes please forgive me, and let's get started. Many of my subscribers requested me to make a video on Lawrun Kernel, so here is the video, and in this video I am going to show you how to install Reloaded OS. Reloaded OS is a very good custom ROM. I have used that custom ROM for many days, so in this video I am going to show you all of that. So for going to recovery, you need to power off your device and press volume plus and power button constantly for some seconds, and when the logo comes, your device logo, you need to remove your hand from the power button and press the volume plus button. When the recovery comes, you need to remove your finger. In this step I have moved my files to SD card cause I have to format data, so all of my files will go away from the device, I mean deleted from the device, that's why. So go to wipe and select everything except internal storage, USB storage and micro SD, and wipe it. After that, flash firmware. You can use any firmware. I'm using Lavender Global Indian firmware, so let's flash it. Flashing firmware will take around 5 to 10 seconds. It's very low MB file, 61 MB just. I am wiping Delvic and Catch cause I don't want any boot loop issues. You guys also can do this. After that I am selecting Reloaded OS and BitGapps together. You can use OpenGapps also. I am using BitGapps for the first time. However, BitGapps are also good. So here is my Lavender Reloaded OS flashing. So let me fast forward this part. After installing the ROM, I'm going to wipe cache. After wiping the cache, let's reboot the system. You can see my device has been booted to the Reloaded OS. You guys need to format data. If you guys don't format data, you may face boot loop or force to recovery. So I'm going to format data to show you. Here in recovery I'm going to wipe and selecting format data, typing yes, and the recovery will format your data. After booting, you guys can see a pop-up flashing system. After flashing the system process done, here you can see the Reloaded OS. Reloaded OS is CAF based Android 10 ROM which have Stormbreaker 8.6 HMP kernel, which is stock kernel. So here I am going to flash Lawrun kernel. To get max performance from Lawrun kernel, you need to install Magisk. So now I am going to recovery to flash Magisk, and after the flashing Magisk, I am going to show you how to flash kernel. Flashing Magisk is very easy. You just need to flash the zip. You can see I'm wiping cache right now. After flashing Magisk, you need to install Magisk application. So here I'm going to connect to my Wi-Fi connection. After tapping on Magisk symbol, the application will start downloading. Here you need to hide Magisk application from settings, Magisk hide, so that CTS should pass and Google Play Store will show device is certified. After flashing Magisk, you can go to recovery through Magisk. Just tap reboot and reboot to recovery. I have stored my Lawrun kernel on my SD card. So flashing kernel, you must wipe Dalvik and cache. So after wiping, you need to install the kernel at first, then module, then profiles. So let's flash kernel. So that here it will say volume up and volume down, press. So if you want overclock version, so press volume up. I'm pressing volume up. Here I'm going to select 67 Hz display. Many people's display doesn't support that much. My display supports 67 Hz. After that I'm going to press no for AMOLED colors, yes for yes, profile, thermal, selling is permissive, you clamp module, everything yes. You have to press volume up for yes and volume down for no. After flashing the kernel, wiping the cache and Dalvik. Now by the same process I have to install modules. Press volume up and volume down. Now I don't want display AMOLED colors, so pressing no. 4GB ZRAM yes. Thermal choices yes. I want fast charging and performance. My device is not Poco, so selecting no. And this Lawrun thermal for best charging yes. I have installed Magisk application, that's why I'm selecting volume record down. Enabling EAS perfile will increase performance in your HMP ROM. If you don't know how to find your ROM is HMP or EAS, you can go to settings and see the stock kernel. My stock kernel was 8.6 Predator, which was HMP. So I'm going to select yes for perfile. Now I'm going to select yes for touch tweaks, yes for game tweaks, no for battery tweaks cause I want performance not battery, you clamp yes. And I don't want volume booster and say Linux I have selected, so I am selecting volume down. So you may ask that if your ROM is EAS, so what should you do? If your ROM is EAS, then select no for perfile. Flashing profile is very easy, just flash it, no need to do, it will just detect your kernel version, that's it. Again wipe cache. Now reboot to system. Boot will take a lot of time after flashing the kernel, so don't think it's boot loop, it's just taking time. If you have selected overclock display, so press power button and press power button again. If your touch doesn't work, select 60Hz cause your display cannot support overclocking. My display supports, that's why I'm using 67Hz. After successful boot, you need to install LawRun application. I am installing latest 1.4 application. Here you need to grant root permission. 5 profiles: gaming, performance, extra balance, balance and battery. Take gaming profile while gaming and extra balance while doing multitasking. FPS meter shows, but FPS meter is bugged. It only shows LawRun, nothing else. And the battery monitor also doesn't work, so bad luck for us. Kernel, ZRAMP and touch tweaks enable. Charging speed according to your, I'm going to select 1800 mAh cause I want slow charging, not fast. Game tweaks enable, and yes, the FPS meter will work only in Poco F1. So here I'm going to Magisk module. After going to Magisk module, go to module section. You can see here are 9 modules which is from LawRun gaming tweaks, kernel, module, profile, thermal, touch tweaks, virtual RAM, ES, perfel and uclam. My one is SDM660. They detected it and flashed SDM660 perfel. Now you can see reloaded OS. It has FPS meter built in and the Seleniax is permissive because I've selected permissive. You can see my display is working on 67Hz, 66.9 FPS. And my sound enhancer, microphone, headphone, everything. Reloaded tuner, it is not highly customizable custom ROM, that's why it is good in performance. If your ROM has high customization, that means it will give you low performance, but if your ROM does not have high or have low customization, so it will give you high performance. Parts you will get FPS meter, Selenox, everything, display color calibration. So here is the display color calibration settings. I don't use it. You can see I have installed Lawrun Kernel here. It is showing 4.4 Lawrun Kernel. Here I am going to install my Magisk modules which I really use. So at first I am going to Magisk module, going to install section and then going to install TE mod. It is a lavender, means Redmi Note 7 based thermal module which provides you best gaming experience and performance and charging tweaks. GPU performance module version 6. After that I am going to install Gamers Extreme Remods version 5 which is a very good performance Magisk module, and all of the Magisk modules are from Zeus SL Gaming, so please support his channel also. To unlock graphics, I use graphic PUBG Magisk module, and I'm going to install Brutal BusyBox right now. After that, I'm going to install MRB 3.1 screen retention fix KCAL. If your device has screen retention, you can use this module. My device has retention, so I'm using. If your device does not have screen retention, don't use this module. After that, I'm going to flash nothing, because here these are the modules I use. After installing every modules, you need to reboot to system again. Here you can see in Google Play Store settings, and boom, device is certified, which is very good. So if you guys want more performance in your device, you can go to Play Store and download by buying Franco Kernel Manager. Franco Kernel Manager is very good kernel manager. After downloading this Franco Kernel Manager, grant root permission and set minimum CPU to max, CPU governor to performance, little cluster to max, big cluster to max, and every CPU governor to performance, even GPU governor to performance, and minimum GPU usage to max. Do this step while playing heavy games like PUBG, Call of Duty Mobile. After playing those games, you need to come back to Franco Kernel Manager and set minimum to the minimum. Set CPU governor to interactive or schedule. If you have EAS, then schedule. If you have HMP kernel, then interactive. And GPU to MSM Adreno TZ and minimum. That's all for performance. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe. In this video I have covered custom ROM installation, custom kernel and Magisk module installation. For more videos like this, subscribe to my channel and stay tuned. Till then, goodbye.